Welcome back to the Renee Allen Friends Show right here on WLVS Radio, the largest online radio broadcast in the United States. I'm so excited. We go way back. I'm super, super excited. I have Traycee Gales here in the studio. Come on now.
How you doing, Renee?
I'm great, girl. And
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm super excited. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
We both blinging. Come on, I'm walking by faith. What you doing over there? Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Gospel access.
Gospel access. Give me 5, girl. That's what I'm talking about. I can't wait. Look, I have to give kudos to Ebony McMillan, who... McMorris. I always say McMillan.
I know.
She never corrects me. She's so humble. Ebony McMorris, who's getting ready to get married. I'm so excited for her.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. So let's talk about you.
Okay.
I know you're doing the gospel access, but how did everything start? The vision?
You know
and the
what,
motivation?
Renee? I have always had a passion to hear other people's testimony and stories. When I was little, other folks would be reading other books. I was the one reading the book on how Ray Kroc got started.
Wow.
He came up with McDonald's. I was one in the corner reading the biography of Sam Walton. Just weird kid. But it's interesting. I've always wanted to know how people made it, their testimonies.
That's amazing. That says you have a good heart and you're about edifying and not as selfish. You're selfless.
God is good.
Yes, God is good. So, you know, I did read up on you, although I've known you a long time. Yes. I know you left a real nice, juicy corporate job to, you know, start all of this.
Took some steps of faith. I used to work for Amtrak, and Gospel Access started out really as a hobby, Renee. I was just showing up at red carpets, me and a cameraman by the name of Tim Howard. Tim, if you're listening. And we would just kind of like bum rush the red carpet and just stick a microphone in different celebrities' face. I was just hungry, just wanted to know, how has God blessed you? You know?
Yeah.
So that's how it started. And then it started to get more and more serious as far as the caliber of the people that I was interviewing.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Because I went to Gospel Access and I saw a whole list of people, one of which Willie Jolly I know very well. But a whole list. Talk about some of the people that are maybe some of your favorite.
Goodness.
You know,
I think, and I've interviewed them all pretty much. God has really blessed me in the gospel world. Fred Hammond, Shirley Caesar.
Come on now.
Oh my gosh. And then on TV, I've interviewed Anthony Anderson, Star Blackish. Oh, fine, Omari Hardwick, who plays Ghost on Power.
Yes.
But I think my favorite probably is between Vivica Fox and Anthony Anderson, because Anthony I know he cuts up a lot, but he really always consistently drops nuggets of wisdom as far as staying ready and staying prepared. You know, it's awesome.
And him and Tracee Ross are really doing the doggone thing.
Yeah, they are. They are. They really are. They really are.
So let's talk about, I'm trying to get a lot into this interview because it's, you know, you're so busy, you know. So,
no busier than you, Renee.
Now. Well, come on, girl. I'll receive it, but I know you're busier than me, okay? But look, you know, I'm a single mom.
Okay.
And I heard that you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's talk to the people who really want to hear, how do you balance it all? I mean, you're doing magnificent things.
Thank you.
Locally, nationally, internationally, celebrity, the station, you know, the household. How do you do it? And really, give us some nuggets, girl.
Well, you got to really prioritize. You know, you got to have some type of a routine, some type of habit. You can't just jump out of bed and just go willy-nilly. You know what I mean? You got to pray or read your word. That's what I do to stay balanced as far as, because during the day, all kinds of things hit you.
That's true.
You know, and prioritize.
That's a big nugget, y'all. Because it sounds easy, but that can be, you know, mind-boggling.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a lot going on like yourself.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So let's hear about maybe a few women and maybe men who have really been integral part of your life and the trajectory of what's going on with you now.
I would say Dr. Barbara Reynolds. She is a political journalist. She gave me my first shot as far as interviewing people on the red carpet. And my mother has always been a great influence, always supportive. And my son, believe it or not, my son is 25. He lives in Dubai, but he's always like, Mom, you can do it. Mom, you can do it. Yeah.
Give him a shout out, girl.
Hey,
Give him a shout out.
He's probably asleep. It's like 8 hours ahead. So,
but let me say hi to Chase, too, in case he's watching. You know how they get. So thank God for moms.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely,
first of all.
definitely.
But Barbara Reynolds, she was on the show before. She had a book.
Yeah, Barbara Reynolds
Yes.
is, she was actually Coretta Scott King's mentee.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
she's a wise woman.
Yeah. And to have an autobiography, authorized one,
Exactly,
says a lot about the
exactly,
person. Yeah. Isn't
exactly.
that something how it's all full circle with the same people?
Yeah,
You know, I'm amazed. So tell us maybe one triumph that you had that really stays close to heart.
Triumph.
A triumph.
I think probably starting Gospel Access, you know, because it takes a lot. It's one thing to have a dream and a desire, but it's a whole different ballgame to bring that thing out of your mind, out of your spirit, out of your heart, and into the world.
Wow.
You know, and I
Yeah.
think that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to take what He has given us off the shelf of our mind and plant it in the soil of our lives.
Come on, Traycee.
Yes.
Come on now. Speaking of God, because I don't play on this show, I talk about God all the time. How has that been? I mean, it's always a great thing, but you know, we're talking about people out in the world. How has it played a great part, and how has it played a challenging part in your career?
Oh my goodness. Just walking by faith, you know, because you'll see God will give you a vision, and of course, it's always bigger than what you can do on your own. That's why we need God.
Yes.
And
Preach
that's
and
you know,
teach.
that's the challenge, is walking by faith and just having a belief that what He's given you, you're equipped. Whatever God has given each of us, you are equipped to do whatever it is God has called you to do. And a lot of people we're starting a Boss Up. It's called Boss Up series on Monday.
I love it.
Boss up your life. And we have found that a lot of people are praying for things that God has already blessed them with. A lot of people are praying for prosperity, and God has blessed you. He's answered your prayer by giving you a thought for a business. You know? It's like a man who prays and prays and prays for a tree, and God blesses him with a seed. And it's on that man to take that seed and plant it and water it and cultivate it. And then God turns the seed into the tree that the man had been wanting all along.
You're like a living angel sitting over here, because I'm getting chills.
But we're starting a Boss Up series, and it's starting every Monday, and on Facebook, and we're going to be just talking to people, just boss up. It's time for everybody to boss up.
It's time.
Whatever it is you said you were going to get accomplished in 2019, if you have not done it yet, it's time to boss up and do it.
What do you give credit to besides the women and the men? What else do you give credit to that keeps you going when you have a not so bossed up day?
I'd say faith, just faith. I mean, not every day is going to be a mountaintop experience.
Yeah, wow.
That's part of life. You know, you've got the ups and downs, the high. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Not every day is going to be a mountaintop day. I love what's coming out your mouth today. Okay, and look what I wore. Let me move this out the way. Just for her
Renee,
today.
you're a mess.
Walking by faith.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Look at
I
us.
wore that for you. Okay, and
Thank
for
you,
you.
thank you,
You're
thank
getting
you.
jealous now. You got to make sure you include the viewers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, tell us something we don't know about Traycee Gales.
I'm a big fat Denzel Washington fan, as probably all women probably are. Yeah, and I think I can cite word for word Training Day in American Gangster.
Oh my goodness! And just today, my son was, because I have a friend Sylvia Tremor Morrison, and my son said, I want to talk to Sylvia about my impressions, and she did. And my son did Denzel Washington.
Oh,
so it's
my
funny
goodness.
you said that. See,
Yeah, that's
this is the
good.
kind of stuff that gets me
That's
excited
good.
and turns me on when things like that align, you know? So, yes. So what else can we expect on Monday? Can you tell us who's going to be on, or what can you spill?
We're going to have co-pastor Susie Owens as the first guest for the Boss Up series. And we sit down and she's giving some intimate, really great wisdom nuggets. And I had a chance to talk to Dietrich Haddon, Joe Clare.
Woo. Oh, that's my boy there.
And we're going to finish up with Jamal Bryant.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, Jamal Bryant for the Boss Up series.
Yeah. You finishing up with the right one.
But it's time for everybody to do. We don't know how many days we have left, you know.
Yeah.
And regret is you don't want to get to later on in life and regret and look back and say, why didn't I try that?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you are taking every seed that God gives you and planting it, and it's growing. You know, I wish you the best.
Thank you.
How do they get a hold of you?
GospelAccess.org is the website, and you can look me up on Instagram, which is Gospel Access TV.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about one more thing since we talked about God, your church.
Greater Mount Calvary Holy Church, Rhode Island Avenue. Come on down and fellowship with us. Our service starts at 10. We have prayer at 9:30, from 9:30 to 10 to set the atmosphere.
To set it.
Yes, and 10 a.m. on Sundays.
Tell me why. I mean, you could be anywhere. Gospel Access. Why that church?
Wow, I've been going to Greater Mount Calvary since 1990. Wow. That's how long I've been there.
That's when Desert Storm started.
Yeah, and I think when I first went to Calvary, I was a very insecure, gullible.
No. Say it's not so.
Just low self-esteem, everything. I was
can't
just
imagine.
a disaster. And just being there has definitely built me up. And my relationship with Jesus Christ and everything.
Praise
So
God.
I'm not gonna leave. I'm not. What is it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
So I'm not leaving my church. I'm leaving my church now.
You are amazing, Traycee
you.
Gales. I am so honored to have you here today. You're welcome anytime. After you do your Boss Up series, we can come on back, talk about it, share it with the viewers. Okay. Anything you want to leave us with? Last words?
Last words I want to say is to everyone, just figure out what God has blessed you to do and do it. There's a saying that I love. It says, you can count the number of seeds in an apple, but you'll never be able to take one of those seeds and figure out how many apples are going to come from it. You can take that apple that's on your kitchen counter, slice it open, and count the number of seeds in the apple, but you'll never be able to take up one of those seeds and figure out how many apples will come from the seed.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
If that didn't blow your mind right there, I don't know what will.
So, you don't know what God will do. You got to put your hand
Boss
to the
up.
plow and
Boss up.
there it is.
Come on now. Thank you
up.
so much. Listen, I wish I could keep her longer. We have one more guest, and I'm going to be trying to boss up more, so so Traycee Gales, so she'll be proud of me. And so
Thanks for having
again.
me, Renee.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
It's been
it.
such a joy.
Thank
It really
you.
has. And if you've never sat next to her, I feel chills now. She is thebomb.com. You are so genuine,
Thank you.
transparent,
Thank you.
beautiful,
Thank you.
and vibrant.
Thank you.
So much for coming. Okay, support her. Go to her Facebook. So, when
Gospel
when is
Access.
it? Yeah, and when is it?
Boss
Monday?
Up series starts Monday.
At what time?
9 o'clock.
9:00 a.m.
And
All right, y'all heard it. Support her. We'll be right back with Dr. J. I think it's Johnny, but J for short, Jackson, and you don't want to miss this living icon. Thank you, man.
It's your boy Chips. To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience, God's still working on me.